make sure that we are getting these shipped to us when we need to.
That's right. And a lot of people don't realize that if you want beautiful spring flowers, you have to start with healthy fall bulbs.
That's
and that's
right.
what you're buying and reserving now.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And then you're going to plant them when you receive them. There's 3 shipping zones across the country.
Okay.
That you'll receive them either late September, late October, or late November.
Okay.
And we'll show you the
perfect.
map and warranty later, but that's all you have to remember. So
Okay.
now you're reserving your plants.
And planning the spring garden.
And Stephanie
And that's
and
the
I
thing. Yeah,
really
it's
want
August,
to talk about
right?
the spring garden.
Well, let's talk about that because
Yeah.
we talked about it a little bit earlier. We were like, I said, wait a minute, it's August. It's
I
wonderful
know.
to see you, but what's going on? And you
Right.
said, well, we got to get ready for spring because if we don't plant now, we don't get things like these beautiful, amazing, colorful tulips.
And the
That's right,
spring
Rochelle.
garden is my favorite garden because all the work is done in the fall.
Yes.
And after those long,
Dreary gray winters.
winter days.
There's nothing better than waking up and having the burst of color in the
Yes,
spring garden.
sure.
And that's what these Light Up the Garden Tulip Collection does for you. I mean, what you're seeing here is representation of the tulips that you will be having
look how
growing in your very
beautiful
own
in the garden.
Now here we have, they're under $25 here. You're getting 30 pieces
30
here.
pieces.
And again, okay, so there's that lipstick red.
Yes, I
know.
love that description.
The lipstick red, it's like Mother Nature is putting on her red lipstick and going out after
There
a
it
long,
is.
hard winter.
Yes.
And we love the red. So we paired that with 2 other colors for your garden that are fantastic. We paired it along with the solid yellow.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, in my opinion, nothing lifts a lonesome heart after a long gray winter than the color yellow. And then, so you're going to get those, and notice how they're planted in masses. And then you get 10 of the combination, which is the beautiful
Yellow petals with the delicate red striping.
It's like
See,
a brush
yeah,
stroke.
I was gonna say it looks almost like a painting.
It does.
Absolutely.
Right? It's like a
Yes.
work of art in a tulip, right? And again, to have these colors, it's like a burst of sunshine. You know what this reminds me of actually is a
Yeah.
Hawaiian sunset.
There you go.
There you
That's what
go.
it looks like.
And I love the bicolored tulip edition because it really ties the red and the yellow together. I mean, red and yellow in the garden is a classic, almost timeless color combination.
Sure.
And then you get the striped petals, and it just really, the whole collection goes so beautiful. And against a blue sky in the springtime, there's nothing better.
Now
Nothing
let's talk
better.
about the bulbs. How are
Yes.
these coming to us?
So look at these bulbs, Rochelle. They are absolutely gorgeous. It looks like you could eat them. They're so fresh. And all you're going to do is plant these. But before I plant them, I want to tell you a little bit about bulbs in general.
Okay.
So most of the bulbs that you would find at your big box stores are already in the stores.
Sure.
You cannot plant them until your nighttime temperatures get to 45 degrees. That's when we ship them to you, when
Right.
it's time to plant.
Right.
So what's happening is in the garden centers, they're losing their life force. They're losing their energy. That means you're going to get weaker, underperforming plants and flowers come spring. Guess where our bulbs are right now?
They're still
In
in
the
the
ground?
earth. Yes,
In
they're
the
still
ground,
in the ground.
in Holland, where Mother Nature intends them to be. So what you're going to do when you get your bulbs, and you're going to get 30 of them, is plant them.
Here, Rochelle, let's show you. Because
Okay, great.
one reason why I love spring gardens is because they take about 5 minutes of work in the fall, and then you forget about them.
Sure.
And then come springtime, you're graced with this beautiful bright color. So Uncle Court, let's show Rochelle just how to do it.
So tulip bulbs are a social plant.
Okay.
They like to be planted close. It's
Yep.
not like a perennial where you plant one every 3 feet apart.
Yeah, you don't want
Sure.
one single.
You want them a
tulip.
little bit closer together.
I would
right.
plant 8 to 10 in a square foot because you want them clustered.
Yep.
So you're going to put these nose up. Again, that's the bottom. The flat end is the bottom, the
Okay.
nose up. Our growing guide will tell you. Then you're going to cover a tulip with about 6 inches of potting mix.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to pour some soil right in this
There you
pot.
go.
Yep.
Now, when we talk about your plant food, where do we put our plant food? Are we putting it in between?
That's a wonderful question, Rochelle, and I wanted to point that out because this plant food is what's going to ensure that your plants are strong and healthy. But for your spring bulbs, for your fall bulbs rather, you're going to start using your plant food once you see the sprouts in the springtime.
Okay.
So you'll water when you first plant them, either in your containers or in the earth, but then you're going to use the plant food come spring.
Okay, great. That's good to know because
And
otherwise
look,
we might just stick it in there.
Rochelle, we
Right,
have a
right.
growing guide for you, along with our
great.
Gotta Grow guarantee. And we revise these. They're just beautiful. All the pictures, everything that you need to know, along with our phone number and email there. So there's no guesswork involved.
Yeah.
Now, what makes other than the beautiful color what makes these incredibly different than maybe the other tulips that we might be planting?
Thank you for asking. These are a Darwin variety. These bloom and they're perennials, long-lived perennials. A lot of the other tulips, they're perennial but only live two years or so.
Sure.
But these are long-lived. They're going to multiply, so you're getting extra beauty for year after year.
They get bigger and better year after year.
Okay.
And what I love about this particular collection is just the colors. You're getting that ruby red paired with a bright sunshine yellow, and then it's kind of all tied together with what you're looking here in the middle, that those yellow petals with that delicate brush stroke almost of red down the middle.
Pick up several sets, you'll have no regrets. You're going to get these beautiful yellows, the lipstick red, and then the bicolored. So again, you plant them close together. You can't go wrong. You can get them in the full garden, but you'll love these.
All right, so we do have free shipping and handling on this, and it's under $25. Really incredible value here because you are getting 30 pieces. M64426 is your item number. But I do want to point out, we talked a little bit earlier about that shipping zone, about where we live and when we're getting it shipped. Let's take a look at that. Will you guys walk us through this?
Absolutely. So we will send the bulbs to your doorstep when it is the right temperature outside for them to be planted. The whole trick with a spring garden is that you have to get your bulbs in the ground when the temperatures are between 40 to 50 degrees. So once you get the bulbs, that's when you know that it's time to plant them either in the earth or in your containers.
All right, and then we also have something from you that's very unique.